All right, time to get into the action. This is the 12th and final match of another fantastic weekend of NVA volleyball. I'm Nick England, Matt Prosser with me here for the last time. Our better half, Ira Thor and Noah Chass on the sideline have departed. It is time for them to head home, so you are stuck with us. This is going to be a great match, though. It's a SoCal head-to-head matchup with the Inland Empire Matadors, LA Blaze. Matt, I think we had a lot of these similar takeaways coming in based on our predictions this morning, but what are you looking forward to most?
Well, the Southern California battle for the weekend, right, finishes up this weekend's event here tonight, and these two teams know each other really well. Obviously, they practice together in the same gym every week, and, you know, it's going to be a battle for sure. Coming into this, obviously, the Matadors went 5 last night, just, 22 and a half hours ago, and finished 15-13 with that victory. To really cap off Saturday. But now the Blaze, they've had a day off. I think they played earlier in the weekend at some point, but they're a little fresher. But these two teams, they match up really evenly, but then they also do some things sort of like equally not as good, to say it politically correct, right?
Yeah.
They're both a little bit of emotional roller coasters. They both have some really big hitters, but they both have some inconsistencies as well.
They certainly do. When you look at, the likes of number 20, Eric Beatty on the side of the Matadors, or you look at on the side of the Blaze, Charles Belvin. It's kind of guys that will put the team on their back at times, or they can just really kind of put the whole team in a bit of a downward spiral with some of the pressure and emotion that they can bring. So it's just high highs and sometimes low lows while these teams try to figure out the best way forward.
Peaks and valleys.
Peaks and valleys. I like it.
Like I like to call, strikes and gutters.
Okay. That's, a lot. The latter half of that really describes my bowling game. Not a lot to go on there. But real quick,
more the latter than the first.
To quickly break down the lineups, no surprises on the side of LA Blaze based on yesterday's performance. We see setter will be Michael Bastida, who had a bit of a hamstring injury, but he's going to be back in the starting lineup. Good to go here today. Ricardo Massanet will take the libero jersey, number 11. In the middle, Stephen Roeder, as well as Damani Lenore. Opposite getting the start here, Charles Belvin did not yesterday. However, Joseph Cuevas not quite getting the start he wanted, and Belvin came in on fire. On the outside, though, we're going to see Rafael Cruz, number 10. Number 5 is going to be Wilson Aponte. On the side of the Matadors, doesn't look to be any surprises there either. Outside's going to be Eric Beatty, Jordan Wally. Right side is going to be Vanderbeek. In the middle, Ben Gabor, as well as Noah Alessandro, who did not start yesterday but came in and was an excellent addition to the squad. A newer face, definitely welcome. Wearing the libero jersey, Eric Fox. And number 3 will be Victor Vasquez setting. About to get underway here. Bastida will start to serve. Hand pass by Wally. And Vasquez reverses the court to Vanderbeek, who's ready to go after it. Deep swing down the line. I saw in, they call out. And this is going to be one that's tough to see. Don't expect to see a challenge. What'd you see on that?
I couldn't see it. I got the camera right in my angle here. I was watching the block, and so no touch on the block, that's for sure. But I'd like to see that heat from Jacob Vanderbeek on the first play.
Oh, Ben Gabor, big swing, but dug by Bastida. And Bastida looks like he got his hamstring already. I think he got stuck in there a little bit too much. That didn't take long. Marcus Bugg's going to be ready here. Vasquez, big jump serve, gets a part of it. And a useful spot there. Jordan Wally finds some open court, doesn't want a net, and just throws it down. And here comes the substitution. Oh, Bastida waves it off and says, I'm good to go. He's going to ride that hamstring into the ground.
Until it pops, one of the two.
Vasquez gets it. That one is in 100%. I saw in. The backside of the Blaze squad saying in.
Well, Cynthia Buggs said she saw it out. Coach Chapa says he saw it in. So hard to tell. A couple questionable possible challenges, but just too early in set 1 to use a challenge right now, Nick.
A lot of heat. Off the tape, easy pass from Massanet. Cruz gets a high hand touch in down the line. Take your pick. Number 10 gets it done all the same.
All the same, Nick. Nice attack line over the block, down past the libero, into the corner for that point. Some big swings already here early on in set number 1.
Yeah, these guys, you know, we start to feel it as we get to the end of these weekends. So much going on, but they're fresh, ready to bring it. A lot of pride on the line here, and super important for their postseason playoffs. Perfect pass. Gabor misses, but there's a big net. Steven Roeder getting pulled in.
There's going to be a lot of emotion in this match. You can tell already just based on the celebrations and how much each team is really emphasizing each point.
Good pass by Massanet. Belvin flies high, stays up there, and just chips it down into the court using the high hands there. Felt like he had time for a nap at the top of that jump.
Good to see Belvin getting the start tonight. Hopefully he can maintain this level the entirety of the match because he's been known to be a little up and down, a little streaky, but very effective on the offensive side of things.
Good call, that one's long. Good eye by Fox. Someone I want to see, you know, he didn't get a lot of starts in the beginning of the year behind Danel Calvente, but they have since kind of changed their approach on which libero they'd like to start. Trained with the Ramblers quite a bit this offseason, and I think he is a great choice for this squad to utilize. Ponte dug in the backcourt. Beatty, big swing, even bigger block. Damani Lenore says take it back. Beatty gets a lot of kills, but sometimes he really finds the block quite a bit.
Kind of takes him a little bit to get going too. His range on his approach and his attack it's wide, right? He can hit a lot of angles, but he takes a long windup. And if the block times it right, that's exactly what can happen with that block from Lenore.
Nice pass there. Lenore blocked back in. Lissandro gets involved in the middle, utilizing his size.
Now that's been an issue for the Blaze, is the connection between the setter and Damani Lenore. They have not been able to get that connection dialed in so far this weekend.
Yeah, Bastida has only practiced one time with the team before. The setter position for LA Blaze has been a bit of a revolving door this year. Triple block there, comes back, recovered off the head, but Matadors knew exactly where that set was going, and they were ready for it. A triple block on a D-ball. Not very common to see that. Ooh, good pancake saved by Lenore. Aponte over the net. Beatty takes a swing on a 50-50, picked up by Cruz. Belvin there to keep it alive, and this is going to go over for Massanet. Fox lays out a little unconventional D-ball reversal, rolled over the top. Massanet lost in the sauce, and that's going to be a kill for the Matadors.
Great range right there from Vanderbeek to see the opening, take a little speed off that attack, and roll shot it over the block and down for that point.
Another float, sends this one deeper, gets a hold of it. Belvin goes to Rafa Cruz. Dug by Wally, or by Vanderbeek, and this one's got to go. Bastida to Cruz again, tip over the top. Wally tip, throws it back. This one's going to be tight. Saved. Aponte swings low into the angle, cannot find it.
Net violation being called on the Matadors here.
That's going to be a nice bailout there for the Blaze.
Yeah, net violation called on Vasquez, number 3 for the Matadors, the setter.
Serve goes short, but no problem for Beatty. Dug by Beek. Beatty looks for high line chip, doesn't find it.
Now Beatty just not jumping the same as he was last night. I'm thinking he took 46 swings last night, and so that's a lot of jumps when you factor in how many times he jump served and then also blocked. So he had a pretty taxing night. I'm very curious to see how his body responds today.
Well, he's passing well, so if they can get the rest of the team involved, that'll be a plus. Vasquez loses the handle on that, not sure where he was trying to go. Now, one thing that I do want to touch on here, we talk about it all the time, but LA Blaze, Devontae Lenore does not struggle to score offensively usually, but something worth noting is Lenore, as well as Roeder, not natural middles. Where you're going to see them struggle is the more that Matadors is in-system passing, you're making them read block. Pass by Wally. Middle attack, dug by Aponte. Thrown over, but Beatty ready. Beatty swings. Double block corrals him back in. Good cover by Fox. Into the middle, Asandra deflects it. Belvin digs it. We're out of system, and the rally continues. Opportunity here. Cruz tips. Beatty throws it down, reads him like a book. Wow, what a rally. Everyone going all out for that one.
Yeah, you know, this is an important match for both of these teams, so you know that every point's going to be super important, especially as the rallies go on. And we're only 9-7 here in set number one. It's pretty tight.
Good serve from Beatty. Massonet handles it well. Cruz cuts that one high line. Good usage of range there. Short float, Wally ready. One-handed dig by Lenore.
Nice set transition.
Wow, cross court, well done by Cruz, taking advantage of the double block. Bastida's leg didn't look like it let him get off the ground for that block, kind of barely threw a soft block up. Lenore threw a left hand out there and just scooped it up.
Bastida's not going to be the biggest blocking setter in this match tonight, that's for sure.
And it's worth noting, that's got to be taken advantage of. We saw that this morning in the Stingers match, is that Cody Wong was being targeted as a smaller blocker from exposure. You got to get on that right now. If you're the side of the Matadors, identify that. Wally jumps well, let him attack that.
Yep.
Out inside route, dug by Lissandro. Still falls down, a little bit of a missed call out on the inside route there. Rafa Cruz staying very mobile in his offensive route running. Perfect pass from Beatty means Gabor is activated. Touch off the block, not enough for Massonet to pick up. LA Blaze have a good idea of what the Matadors offense is trying to do right now, though. Great pass by Cruz. All the way to Belvin. Off the head of Vanderbeek, but it's going to stay alive. Tight ball. That hits the pin. Rafa Cruz swings that one out. Vanderbeek right off the forehead.
Belvin gave him a little message right there, hammering that ball off of Vanderbeek's forehead. This is what you better get used to if you're going to block against me.
Yep. Plenty more where that came from. Vasquez misses on that serve. Ball goes out. Eric Fox fired up. His eyes are on tonight. That's the second ball in a row that's been very close to the back line, but not letting the Blaze get away with anything. Sometimes you don't have the ability to score a big swing kill, so you got to take them where you can find them.
Right.
Wally leaves that one short. Worth noting, Jordan Wally was on this LA Blaze team last year, so it's always a bit of a grudge match.
A little bit of the game within the game, right, Nick?
Yeah, I feel it. I'm just going to go after it. Vanderbeek was on that squad for a little bit last year before switching over to the Matadors as well. Recovered. Lenore throws it. Vasquez takes it. Fox to Beatty. Beatty to the angle. Annette finds the line. Take your pick. Once again, Beatty getting it done. You said it earlier, Matt. Sometimes he's just got to get the oil moving in the machine.
Yep. Got to get it warm, right? Before that engine gets going 110%.
Yep. But he is certainly an emotional leader, so someone that is almost impervious to getting subbed out based on how this team plays.
Yeah.
Back to Belvin. Lissandro trails a little bit late there. I would like to see a little more recognition. Aponte had a fantastic match yesterday, scoring well, but with Belvin back in the match, you got to know that he's going to be receiving the majority of those sets for that offensive load.
Yep.
Float serve from Belvin. Gets the overpass. Lenore swings. Back row attack from Victor Vasquez. All off the back of a very aggressive float serve from Belvin.
Now, Charles Belvin is a bit of a spark plug for his team as well. Very athletic, very dynamic. Has a jump serve, but also an equally dangerous jump float serve, as we just saw, and the lefty.
Yep. Leaves that one short. That's one of those float serves. I mean, always you want to see a serve miss over the net, like out the back of the court, something like that. But that is one of the float serves so aggressive that I'm not upset when it misses. Relative to some of the guys that are hitting pretty casual float serves, that is a very aggressive serve.
Totally agree with you.
Vanderbeek breaks the hands there. Fox with an easy dig. Beatty going against two, hits Belvin down the line.
That's a very nice swing down the line.
It really was. 16-14 technical timeout. Matadors on top by 2. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. (16-14), a lead of 2 now. Matadors looking to extend that by 1 more if possible. Nice serve, good pass. And Aponte bails the LA Blaze out. Gets it all done by himself there.
Wilson Aponte is going to be a key member tonight for sure as the outside hitter. He's going to have a big night for the Blaze if they want to pull off the win here. A nice night last night as well. So he's been a good offensive contributor for the LA Blaze.
Wally swinging well out of the back row. Damani Lenore only 1 up. You know, we talked a little bit about Beatty, kind of sometimes just getting it moving, and he obviously contributes a heavy workload offensively.
Yeah.
But I think something that gets slept on a little bit is how good of a passer he is. He is dead nuts on a lot of the time. He keeps his team very in system, and that honestly kind of helps him stay dialed in. So even when the swings may not go his way, he's always keeping the opportunities flowing for Matadors.
I would really reconsider possibly not serving him. He is a pretty solid passer.
Yeah.
by serving him, you keep him in rhythm with everything else that's going on the court. If you want to try to take him out of rhythm or limit his touches, right, don't serve him.
See if maybe you can slow him down by blocking, but I would not be trying to do it through the serving portion of the game. That'll be Padayo coming in as a serving sub for Lenore. He targets Fox, gets a good result, and the out-of-system swings into 3. Bastida to Belvin. Belvin uses the outside hand of Lissandro. Again, Bastida not even jumping on the block there, so they have to triple block.
Well, a key thing there is that Victor Vasquez-Lopez didn't come off the net for the Matadors as the off blocker. Basically watched that ball go right past him, so he's got to work to get off the net and be ready to play defense.
Fox, once again, more than happy to just watch these LA Blaze serves launch long. (18-17) now. This will be a substitution. Lissandro out. And bring in Jimmy Montez as a serving sub for him. This late in the game, the team's trying to minimize the amount of time their middles are spending on the court, bring in some of their other outside hitters or defensive specialists to try and get a little run, earn a point, sneak something here and there. Rafa Cruz sneaks that one through the front of Ben Gabor there. Quick throw down there from Vasquez. Vasquez targeting the immobile Bastida there.
Vasquez really likes to be the player to throw that second ball down. Did it a lot last night, so he's always a weapon through the front row for the Matadors.
Interesting. They kept Jimmy Montez in for one serve receive before undoing the sub. Now that they're on defense, Fox returns. I wonder if that was a serve receive selection there. Big swing deep down the line. Rafa Cruz continues to roll on with the pressure on the right side.
Tied at 19s, Nick. Just as we expected.
Yep. We knew this was going to be an exciting one to finish. No surprise there. LA Blaze float serve after float serve, sending them out the back of the court. If I'm not mistaken, that's at least 5 missed serves so far. 4 out of the back, Belvin left 1 short. Possibly even more. Good pass, a little tight. Belvin works with it though, and wipes that off the hands. Beatty not able to keep that one going.
Belvin, such a good jumper. He's got great vision in the air, right? So Beatty went up to attack the block like he normally does when someone's attacking the ball and hitting it, right?
Yep.
He almost needs to pull his hands back a little bit, let Belvin touch the ball first, and then try to get it. But the service from the LA Blaze is really hurting them right now, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, that's, a third of the game they haven't played because of missed serves. Still down by 1. See if Ben Gabor is able to. If he's able to get 1 real point right now, give them a nice 2-point lead. It's going to put them in a good spot. Rafa Cruz determined to get a good pass. Nice dig down the line. Swing on 2. Beatty gets it done. Belvin recognized what was coming, but just could not stop it. That's going to be a 2-point lead, 22-20, and that gets the timeout called by the LA Blaze. This SoCal battle will resume shortly. Don't go anywhere. Well, Matt, this is certainly delivering as we get back into action. 22-20 for the Matadors.
Tense moments right now for the Blaze. They've missed so many serves here at the second half of set number 1, and see if they side out here.
Side out, they do. That's that connection we talked about and we were a little critical of their need to get that one established. We will now see a 6-2 substitution. That's going to be Belvin replaced by Bugs. Cuevas replacing Bastida. And this one is simply done to ensure that Bastida is not going to be blocking front row.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that there is no liabilities here. Bastida clearly feeling it, but determined not to come off the court unless he absolutely has to.
Over. Yep.
Damani Lenore goes and makes contact with Vasquez as a person. Very rare that you see that as opposed to the ball, but Vasquez saves it and therefore gets the point.
Well, Vasquez is extremely athletic and he can jump well himself, but Lenore just a little too aggressive that time.
Ooh, there's some spice on that one. Back outside, Cuevas cold off the bench with his first swing. Beatty gets it done in the corner across court to zone 5. Big kill for number 20.
And that's what Beatty can do in transition. When he gets a good set in his window and he's behind the ball coming in hard, swings cross court, scores the point, and LA Blaze call their timeout.
All right, 24-21. Take a quick breather, grab your drink, come right back. Sunday action well underway. Well, a little breather there for the LA Blaze. See if they can ice Jacob Vanderbeek. Right now he's hitting a consistent float serve. Don't think it's too high risk, but he's getting some good movement targeting the front row outside. I guess it's back row outside with Rafa Cruz in rotation 1 here. They call that one in. That's an ace to end it, and just like that, an exclamation point on this chapter in the book. Set number 1 is done as the Matadors take a 1-0 lead. Set number 2 right after this. Time to get back into the action here as set number 2 rosters are checked. No personnel changes other than Alex Del... Oh, wait, there are. Sorry, that was through the camera. Alex Del Castillo is going to be replacing what I believe is Roeder in the middle, leaving Damani Lenore. And Marcus Buggs now starting with the setting hands here. Cruz lays out for a good ball. Buggs blocked back into him by Jordan Wally, wasting no time in the one-on-one.
Jordan Wally shutting him down right there on the first play of set number 2.
Wally he just got his AAA certification on beach, and he also is a grass player. Just one of those guys, does very well in the one-on-one read blocking situations. Gets another touch to slow that down right there. Vanderbeek rolls it over the top. But Rafa Cruz able to clean up the trash in the out-of-system swing. Chisels that one through the block. Two to one Matadors. Aponte gets a swing for Rafa. Doug. Beak to Beatty. Dug by Belvin. Vasquez digs again. Gabor. Beatty. Hard angle. 4-4. Number 20. Unstoppable. Some solid defense on both sides there.
Yeah, nice defense, but a better counterattack that time by the Matadors.
Wally short float. Belvin crushes that. A lefty going like that sharp cross zone 4 is an impressive swing. Trickle off the tape. Oh, saved by Vasquez. Jammed through by Beatty. Beatty gets the card. Nope, didn't. All right, hand went towards the pocket, but a little bit of yelling through the net. Quick set. Nice game ball touch over here.
Didn't mean to take that one from you, Nick, but I just,
it was
left hand real quick.
Hey, you were all over that one. My concern was just the camera.
Sure. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Del Castillo with a float. Good pass by Wally. It's tight. One-handed back.
Well, that's an unfortunate play for the Matadors. That pass just a tiny bit too tight, which then resulted in a tight set, which then resulted in a hitting error, so just kind of compounded on each other the whole way through.
Did you hear Eric Beatty's a bit of advice? Oh, there it is, Lissandra. Oh, wow, dig by the Blaze to keep that alive. They go right back, and this one is not dug. Before that play, Beatty told Vanderbeek, "I'd rather see a six-pack than a bounce." Basically telling him, don't worry about swinging low into that tape on that tight set. Go deep, find someone in the body, get a headshot, something like that. Lenore swinging back at Lissandro, but that one too low. Lissandro getting a little bit of a lead here in the middle blocker game.
And again, we see the hitters of LA Blaze asking the setter to set the ball higher for him. Saw it from Belvin, we just saw it from Lenore. Guys have to be able to set the ball in their hitters' windows.
They try it again. Lissandro sends it back once again. You know, we've not had a lot of middles that have, even some of the best in the league, have not slowed Lenore down effectively,
right.
but that was a heck of a block.
Yeah, it was a heck of a block and a great read by Noah Alessandro that time.
The product of Concordia University. Plenty of the Eagles in the league, John Carlson, Jordan Hoppy, and the likes. Good block touch. Vasquez finds Beatty. Beatty blocked into himself. Lenore returning some fire there. The middles do not want to be outdone here.
No, they certainly don't.
It's been a great day for middle matchups. That earlier one, the Stingers and the Southern Exposure middles, that was a pretty legendary performance by a lot of middles in that match. Float from Belvin, good pass. A little bit off speed. Vasquez misses the location on that one. That was something we saw happen a couple times yesterday on some good passes.
That set just got a little too far out, maybe a little too much adrenaline there on that push off that set.
Belvin sends that one long. Aponte battles with the pass. Takes a big swing. Gator dig there from Vanderbeek. Lenore back one.
Oh my goodness. Woo! Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's the biggest swing as they come.
Wow. That's all I can say, Nick, is wow on the back one. Damani Lenore absolutely breaking floorboards on that one. Yikes.
Nice pass by Fox, throw down, but easy read. Comes over, help from Vanderbeek. Vasquez to Beatty, Beatty to court. That's a great swing through a triple block. Lenore again, the option and the answer. Number 4 getting it done. Wally swings into Bugs, gets the useful usage of hands. And the Matadors now with a 2-point lead, seeing if they're able to start pulling ahead. Off the tape, into the middle, Del Castillo finds a connection off the hands of Ben Gabor.
That's a good side out by LA Blaze, trying to stay within striking distance here.
Float serve from Bugs. Wally with a low pass, but bails himself out. Little miscommunication all around. Matadors just have a bit of a mental lapse there.
Have to communicate. Victor Vasquez has got to speak up. Jordan Wally, take the ball with 2 hands. Let your setter set the ball. Too much indecision there between those two guys and not enough communication.
Float serve long. Man, the float serves have got to get dialed in.
Yeah, the missed float serves are really hurting LA Blaze. Better off just standing at the end line and underhand serving it over the net.
Rafa Cruz blocked back from the double block of Beatty and Gabor. Good hand pass. Belvin low set, but he handles it all the same. Matadors kind of blowing by him once again, just leaving him a lot of court to swing into.
Ben Gabor, the middle blocker for the Matadors, has to get that left hand into the angle, right? The lefty hitter from Belvin has a little bit different. You want a tendency to reach out to his arm when you're blocking, but you can't do that. Just go straight over the net.
Vanderbeek gets brought way inside and off the net. Mislocation Vasquez means Aponte is there to take care of it. Huge block in the one-on-one.
Huge block and a great adjustment by Aponte that time to stop, get over the net, and stuff down Vanderbeek on that one.
Deep float once again.
And surprise, surprise, another missed jump float serve out the end line. Got to find their serves here for the LA Blaze. It's literally the only thing that's holding them back, other than maybe a couple of miscues on their sets through the middle on that height.
Yeah.
They're missing way too many float serves. Just serves in general.
Ben Gabor gets the dig. Backside to Beek, double block, rolls it over the top. Little talk right now. Looks like LA Blaze potentially challenging a net on a block turn. They thought they saw a shoulder in the net. Little clarification here. Robin Burton, our R2, chatting with Coach Chapa. And that's going to be a timeout called for the LA Blaze, down by 2, 12-14. We'll be right back to chat about this one in just a minute. LA Blaze, first one's back on the court. That just tells me Coach Chapo wants to recenter his guys, get them all going the same direction. Eric Beatty once again taking the reins on the conversations to be had, encouraging his guys, do not deviate from our game plan. I don't care how many bounces they get. Good pass from Rafa. Belvin returns with yet another bounce. I don't know, hopefully they're not deterred by that, but some of the LA Blaze hitters right now putting on a clinic.
Belvin has a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen Charles Belvin in person, he's what, 6'3"?
Yeah,
maybe?
Yeah, he's barely shorter than I am,
Yeah.
but he flies.
He jumps, and he has an absolute cannon for an arm.
Perfect pass from Beatty. Perfect swing from Lissandro, a clinical point there for the Matadors. Said it earlier, Matt, stop serving a ball that Beatty can take with his platform. It just does not end well.
You got to stop serving Eric Beatty. He's passing the ball too well, keeping the team in system, and able to run their 6'10" middle. Oh, Lissandro.
Big swing that's dug middle back by Wally, Kareem's off into the wall. Here's a fun one for you. We're looking through the reception numbers at the end of set number 1. 7 receptions, Jordan Wally, 71%. Impressive.
Yes.
Eric Beatty, 4 receptions, 100%. Maybe you should aim elsewhere. Now, alternatively, libero, Eric Fox, 4 receptions, 25%. That means they're in system 1/4 of the time. That is not a clip you want to see. Maybe you start aiming for the red jersey. And there Belvin does. Gets a decent result. Vanderbeek, Doug, Belvin, blocked in style. No, Lissandro, number 11. Beatty and Lissandro crossing the whole court and determined to get a massive block in front of Aponte there. He gets very over the net.
He sure does. Very long arms, 6'10". When he gets set and jumps, he gets his arms way over the net. Hard to hit that ball around him.
Aponte off the hands. Rafa Cruz very clearly the serving target for the Matadors tonight. Seeing if maybe they can start to whittle him down over time. So far, though, he's definitely looking like a valuable target, passing 33% on 6 receptions in the first set there. Back one, blocked, kept alive by Vanderbeek. Vasquez swings on 3. No one ready for that turn. Right now, Matadors are thriving in the chaos.
Well, that's a big heads-up play by the Matadors, and a very nice adjustment to be able to jump and hit that third ball as it was right in Vasquez's window.
Aponte puts that one in the middle of the court. Cruz the only option.
Ben Gabor nearly got that one all by himself. Just didn't push over the net far enough to cut off the angles, but a nice move.
Not sure where Vasquez is going on that. Just kind of bailing out.
Maybe he saw something we didn't see, and
yeah. Out of system sets like that.
Whatever it was, it didn't work, so.
Yeah. Try something else next time. Ben Gabor hammers that one through. One of Eric Beatty's first kind of missed passes, but Vasquez gets down dirty. Finds a nice swing through the double block. Is Ben Gabor.
Some confusion on when to substitute there by the Matadors results in a yellow card and delay a game. Only a minor infraction, not a full penalty.
Basically, if you enter the zone in front of the 10-foot line, you now are obligated to make a substitution as they backed out, receive the yellow card, which at this point is just a warning. A second yellow card issued will be a point. Back set to Belvin. Tries to roll, leaves that one short. That's what you and I were talking about earlier, is when he's swinging, he's at his very best. When he starts trying to get crafty and having to manage, sometimes that's where the wheels start to fall off the train a bit. So
yeah, and this is the point of the game where the Blaze really have to stay mentally invested. One error isn't the end of the match or the game. They've got to come back and get the side out and not lose it a little bit more.
Vasquez gets the overpass. Wally swings, but Marcus Buggs there to take it back. Nice block, saving the Blaze from a potential 4-point deficit that could have been quite catastrophic here.
Yeah, that's a nice block by Marcus Buggs right there. One of the places where he does block the ball really well is the overpass, and so Wally has to keep that in mind next time he sees an overpass with Marcus right in front of him.
Gabor bounces and snaps on that one. Del Castillo not ready. Vasquez continuing to keep his middles involved, makes the life of the pins that much easier. Out to Belvin, he swings, drops that one through. Ben Gabor lost in circles right there, can't quite find it. Float from Rafa Cruz, taken by Montez. Jacob Vanderbeek uses Thor's hammer, crushes it down the line. Leave a little bit and regret it instantly. Now the sub is undone for Lissandro to Montez.
Well, that was the swing that Vanderbeek wanted to do earlier in this set, but got blocked because the set hadn't really developed all the way to the line. That time it did, and Beek was able to smash that one down for the winner.
Yeah, that was some authority there. Gabor targets Aponte, but Belvin up early, tools that one off the hands. And I gotta say, after we broke down the receptions there, that Libero Eric Fox has been kind of the liability in the serve receive, uncharacteristically.
Yeah.
I like that they use the serving sub, keep Jimmy Montez, an outside hitter, in through the back row. So for 3 rotations, they're able to kind of support their passing there.
Yeah.
Nice little heads-up adjustment there and by Coach Natasha Mills-Nales. Padilla with the float serve, inside to Beatty, and Beatty, while he tagged Aponte, there was a net there from Vasquez as he turned, caught it in the hip. 21-20, Blaze coming right back. Padilla down the line, target is true on Fox. Tight set, kept alive, Belvin there. And there's a net from the Matadors.
Some extra discussion here between Coach Chapa and the second official, begging for an under violation from the libero. Even though he never crossed the line, you can be on the line and not interfere, and it's not a violation. You have to be entirely over the line and also interfere in the play to have that call.
And I saw a net on the block from Matadors. I don't know if you did too.
I did not.
I'm pretty sure when Vanderbeek pushed, his hands caught something there, but I think eyes might have been elsewhere. No one else saw it, so maybe I'm a little crazy, but.
Well, we already know that, Nick.
I appreciate all the feedback I got immediately from that statement from in-ear and my partner next to me here. But that's a big cross-court kill there from Charles Belvin.
Nick, we've been working together too long to sugarcoat anything about one another, so, you know, if you're going to leave the door open, we're going to take full advantage of it.
I guess I walked into that one.
Ira would have done the same thing if he were here.
Yeah, well.
Probably even faster.
He can take that attitude back to New Jersey. Perfect pass from Beatty, slammed it down. Eric Beatty walks by and yells through the net, "You're easy," letting Belvin know he's passing at a perfect clip. Still, that was, oh man.
Gotta love the extra communication there between players.
Play the game in the game. And another swing. Aponte might be undersized in stature, but he has been playing a big game all weekend long.
He has, and really Aponte has been the lone bright spot for Blaze on the offensive side of things. Very reliable so far.
Good high hand touch there, deflection for Vanderbeek. Quick timeout here at 24-22. We'll be right back here in a moment. Lissandro here with set point. Big swing, dug by Beatty. Is it going to be kept alive? Just wide. But now in serve receive, the Matadors have felt like they are very comfortable, so they've got a chance to side this one out. Nicholas Dennis coming in. Out of all moves to make in the game right now, I think this is a fantastic one. Bringing in one of your best defenders. He's been the backup libero for this team. Started as the libero for the first two events. An aggressive server. And he trains for this moment. Serve slowed down, and there it is, a little European pizzazz there from number 8.
Heads-up play right there from Jordan Wally. Wow, nice work by him, but you got to give a little credit to Eric Beatty with that perfect pass, even though he got a little help from the net system to slow it down. Matadors win the set.
2-0. Close one so far, but we're going to be right back after this. All right, getting back into it now, and we're taking a look at the squads out here on the court. And there's going to be a swap once again. Alex Del Castillo is replaced once again by Steven Roeder in the middle. Everything else looks like it's going to be kept the exact same. See if they can get a little bit of magic going. On the side of the Matadors, no changes, no surprises there. Not a lot of extra bodies that they can use besides Jimmy Montez. So I really do actually like that sub that they've been doing. Kind of middle of the match, keep him in through the back row, minimize if Fox is struggling. And, you know, his defense has been great. He's really helping control the back of the court there.
Yeah.
The impressive one that I'm looking at here, Ben Gabor, 5 kills on 6 attempts. Lissandro picking up a bunch more himself. He's sitting on 3 kills, no errors, but 5 blocks. I mean, the middles right now for the Matadors, they feel like the massive difference maker here.
Yep.
They're plus 13 between them.
That's a big difference for the Matadors, and one of the reasons why they're up 2-0.
Also noteworthy, every guy on Matadors is positive.
Gonna be hard to beat a team when every player is positive.
Ben Gabor now 6 of 7. And by the way, when we're talking about positive negatives, what we're looking at on our stats, looking at aces, kills, blocks, things like that. That's a 0.4, you getting blocked, having a hitting error, service error. Those are all things that work against you. And so you're judging, is a player contributing positively or negatively on the net overall. But
net violation called on that block. No argument from Jordan Wally. So
I didn't see it at all. But
I didn't see it either.
Everyone else on the exact same page. So, but overall tracking general pluses and minuses. Interesting way to keep track of what to expect. Bugs now with a float serve. Good pass by Wally. Gabor gets involved. Set to Cruz, gets a high hand touch, makes for an easy dig for Beatty. Missed set there, Vanderbeek managing. Tight pass, Bugs to Belvin. That one's gonna get called for a double, misses the connection.
Unfortunately for the Blaze, they were doing some good things in that rally, and then the double contact gets called against them. They gotta bounce back a little bit faster here.
Belvin hammers that one through. Some discussion in the chat about the faces of Blaze. And while Blaze has had a bit of a revolving roster, this is the majority of the roster they've been playing with all season, save Travis O'Gorman on the outside instead of Aponte, but not too many changes otherwise. So it just feels like this has been a bit of the story of their season, just ups and downs that they've got to get ironed out. Roeder swings there. Gabor one-on-one doesn't find the move. And there's the offensive middle involvement we were more used to seeing. Love to see it in transition as well. That one's just long.
Another jump float service error for LA Blaze. That's their 10th service error in 2 games and 6 points.
Wow.
With 0 service aces.
That is not acceptable. Rafa throws a deep corner. Jordan Wally sitting on that one. Lissandro gets vertical, comes across his Massanet, but easy point for the Matadors. Matadors are doing a nice job just staying base defense. There's a lot of erratic stuff going on the side of the Blaze, and they're just good disciplined defense, off blocker, just staying home, and it's great rewards for them coming from it.
Yep. Discipline, good discipline.
Belvin rips that one. Once again, a little bit of the Matadors lost in the calibration of that block, losing track of the fact that he's a lefty.
I know, I want to see the Matadors blockers just cut the angle off a little bit more and get some huge stuff downs. He hits the ball so hard, but he's also so precise and quick.
Beatty, perfect pass. Vanderbeek swings, got a touch. Absolutely good call there. Now Belvin takes a turn, throws it off. Fox sees it and can't find it. Nice jump serve, but Wally ready for it. Lissandro swings off Lenore. Easy dig, though, because of the block touch. And Belvin throws that one off of Beatty. That's been one of the evolutions more in volleyball. Is a lot more kind of the throw style stuff is allowed. And
unique choice of attack options that time by Belvin.
I think he saw Wally do it to him last set, and he wanted to turn to do it back.
Blaze with their biggest lead of the match so far.
Another great pass from Wally. Beatty swings that one through. Lenore a little late to the pin.
Now this is typically where it turns into the Beatty show.
Yep.
For the Matadors when they're down. He was a little quiet offensively in set number 2. Didn't get a ton of hitting opportunities, so perhaps We'll see him turn it up a little bit here to finish off set 3 and possibly take this match in a 3-set sweep.
And that's going to be an ace for Vanderbeek, who continues the serving pressure. Able to best the front row outside there. Ponte. Ooh, that float looked like it was going way out of bounds, just dropped easily
in all the way, Nick. In all the way. That ball landed 2.5 feet in the court.
It certainly did. That was very in. That one kept going.
That one was way out.
But hey, 2 aces, you'll take it. And that's what you talked a little bit earlier, 10 errors on the side of Blaze and no aces.
No aces.
You want to see kind of a 1-to-2 ratio. You know, if you got 10 errors, give me 4 to 6 aces in there to reward for those misses. But none, that's inexcusable.
Inexcusable.
And Belvin goes for the big jump serve to try and generate something, and high risk, low reward.
Service error number 11 for the Blaze. Vasquez on 2. Massanet brings it back. The Blaze free ball it over to the Matadors. But Lissandro on the 31 through the middle. In transition, what a set and swing from the Matadors there for that point. 9 serving 7. Matadors back to that 2-point advantage. Beatty will serve again now.
Beatty with a big toss, putting some heat on that one. But right now, honestly, I like the serving aggression from Matadors, regardless of score, because when I look at just the way they're playing the game, they're playing to win this right now.
Yeah, they are.
Blaze is playing kind of hoping Matadors makes mistakes. So keep pressure on them, keep punishing.
Yep.
Good dump for Red. Bugs takes his turn, Red by Victor as well. Now he gets to swing, covers himself. Vanderbeek reversal. Wally keeps that one alive. Back to Belvin, D-ball. That one doesn't go over the net, no touch at all. All right, so there's a challenge in the second part of that play. There was a tight ball coming over that Vanderbeek is being challenged to have been in the net. It was a no call. So Blaze is going to go ahead and challenge that play and look for that one here. So we'll have to stick around and see exactly what happens there. I saw the net movement, Matt, from what they're talking about, but I don't know that I don't know exactly what they were looking for. I thought it was against Blaze on the net personally when it was going on.
I think it was the ball. I had a pretty good view of it. Pretty sure the ball hit the net, not the blocker. The ball never cleared the net.
Right.
But they're saying that the blocker touched the net on that attack, right? But the ball was in the net.
Yeah, so I think it was still kind of bouncing. That's a great move from Wally to take away that angle, but nowhere near the net there from what we're seeing.
Yeah, but I believe it was on the next attack, ball contact, is the attack from the right side that they want to see.
I don't think you're going to be able to overturn anything based on that, because the ball hits the net, so it's like the ball can't hit the net into you. Point stays, so.
Point stays, call's confirmed, so.
Basically, once it's below the height of the net, you start running into that whole thing of, even if the net hit him, it's, ball caused, thing like that. It's hard to overturn. Yeah. So it'll stick with the initial judgment call, nothing to irrefutably overturn. And that means a 2-point lead here with Noah Alessandro to serve a little bit more. Miscommunication there, call was out. Kept alive. Wow, nice aggressive ball there from Massanet. Wally step close. Nice dig by Aponte. Thrown over the net, tight ball, swung and off the hands. Victor Vasquez getting involved on 2.
Give credit to Victor Vasquez. Literally had to run all the way to left back, right, to set the ball, and then had to sprint all the way back to right front to block. He decided to stay down, which was smart. And then the dig goes right to where he was, so he's able to hit on 2 and score the point off the block. And then they need to get him some oxygen.
Yeah. Tight pass. Wow, Lenore getting up there. Bugs, one thing that he just excels at on the game, and you mentioned it a little bit earlier, when there's the tight overpass, he blocks well, but he also plays that well because he dumps exceptionally well. So when it's tight like that, that's where he's playing his best. So to have Lenore as the target to set.
I got news for you, Nick. Any team that plays against LA Blaze with Damani Lenore in the middle attacking and Bugs is in the front row setting, if it's a tight set and Bugs has to jump, you have to commit on the middle blocker.
Yeah.
Because he's going to set him every single time.
Yep. Good pass. Cruz, big swing. Nice pass from Wally. He gets the set. He gets the swing. That was a lot of pop on that ball.
That's one of the biggest swings I've seen, Eric. Sorry, Wally take all season long. That was an absolute bomb from the right side.
I mean, that was barely over the tape, it looked like, for a second, but he pulled the trigger at the exact right moment.
Sure did.
Wow. Ponte starting to break down on the serve receive now. Wally with a good dig. Beatty with the high hands. Blaze is falling apart at the seams, Matt. 14-10 now.
LA Blaze has to show some resolve. They've got to show some fight. And now they're just struggling to find any continuity or any kind of emotion to counteract the fire that the Matadors have.
Short to Aponte. Belvin rolls it in, keep it alive, but Matador is still going to take swings at it. Nice save by Massanet. And Aponte there with a great swing into zone 5. Well done by him to find that out-of-system kill.
Well, unfortunately, Wilson Aponte scoring out of the back row. I don't understand the roll shot down the line from Charles Belvin right to the defender. You have the whole middle of the court wide open. But Aponte came through the back row for that attack and point.
Number 12?
Service error number 12. Nick, you're right.
It's our fun new mini game within a game over here. Man, with how much trouble they're having, when I see Noah Alessandro heading back to the court, I just feel worse, because that's about to be a hard 3 rotations to get through.
Yeah.
Nice swing there from Belvin, not wanting to find that roll shot again. Good little reversal of the court there. Bugs going against the grain. floater gets under that one, sends it long or wide. Take your pick. Matt,
service
that's
error number
13.
13 for the technical timeout at 16, 12. We'll be back.
Vanderbeek had a very successful serving run at the end of set number 2, and see if he's able to continue that here. The difference of this match, not only just kind of the apparent attitudes on the court.
Oh, no.
Well, Matt, it's been a long weekend, but that is a rarely seen, but we'll call it a treat to witness. That is an out of rotation on the serving team.
Now, that is something that you don't see very often. They're calling out of rotation on Victor Vasquez since Vanderbeek, I think, was serving.
Well, that was an interesting one altogether. I don't have a lot of words for that one, so we're just going to keep it.
Just let it go, and let's move forward. Free point for the Blaze. They need every point they can get, considering they're down big in this match.
Yep. Belvin now to the float. Finds Beatty. Beatty gets blocked, though, there. A massive stuff down. Joseph Cuevas fresh off the bench. And that substitution means that Charles Belvin is actually now the setter for this team. Short serve. Beek squeaks it over. He paid the toll. I have no idea how that one got over the net.
Sneaky, sneaky. Vanderbeek squeaks it through.
Yep. Beatty with the big serve coming in. Bounce off the tape. Perfect pass. Big swing. Cuevas. Clearly a little bit of pent-up emotion spending this match on the bench, watching his team to go down 0-2. Wastes no time.
I'll really need to see if it's going to be able to be sustained from Joseph Cuevas on the left side.
Down by just 2. If Blaze can get some momentum going here, they got plenty of time. Roll shot over. Joseph Cuevas has got to go on that one.
Someone's got to hit the floor for that ball. 2 guys watching it, Cuevas and Belvin, both standing there waiting for the ball to drop. No one hits the floor for the ball.
Now we're going to see that same substitution. Jimmy Montez comes as a server for Lissandro. That means he's going to stick around back row for a half rotation here. Tight pass. Belvin one-handed set. Cuevas corrals that one back in. That was a heck of a move.
Nice adjustment by Cuevas. He literally attacked that ball from outside the antenna, and Wally reached to him. That blocker just get over the net, cut off the angles a little bit, and you're going to get a block right there.
Yeah.
And nowhere to go but hard angle.
Gabor tips over. Read by the off blocker. Cuevas gets another chance. Montez makes the move, but Joseph Cuevas right now igniting a spark. 3 kills in a row off the bench.
And it's one thing to note that Charles Belvin has taken over the setting responsibilities for LA Blaze, so a little unique wrinkle in their offense there.
3rd setter they've had this match.
I think he's going to set just through the back row, and then once he comes into the front row, I would expect to see Bugs come back in, perhaps.
Maybe, we'll see. Don't mess with the mojo if the team starts winning. Vasquez, though, continues dumping effectively. That's his 3rd or 4th point. He really is one of the most offensive setters right now. I mean, he's swung on a couple that he's gotten nice block touches, got some good dumps going, contributing efficiently in the front row, even as a shorter setter.
Yep.
Nice pass from Aponte. Back set to Cuevas. Cuevas loses the handle on that one.
That ball has to be in the court at this point of this match, especially in game 3 here. Those unforced hitting errors cannot come into play for the Blaze. Cuevas has to keep that ball in the court.
He does, and that's gonna be a timeout, 3-point lead. Stick around as this might be a quick conclusion to our Sunday night 6 p.m. match. Lead here. Matadors quickly on their way to a huge sweep in this SoCal battle here. Cuevas is the option once again, able to get that one through the block. Bit of a separation being created in there and leaving a hole open.
Ben Gabor just not getting his hands over the net that time. Seam between the 2 blockers, and Cuevas is able to expose it. And just as I said, Nick.
Yep, good call.
Cuevas out, Bugs back in. Belvin will hit through the front row, and Bugs will set through the back row. Just after that 14th service error for LA Blaze. Coming up on 5 missed serves per set, Nick, based on my mathematics.
They are, yeah, you're dead on. And that's going to be playing. That means they get to only play 80% of the game. Nice pass. Good corral back in there from Beatty, but just too much heat from Rafa Cruz, number 10. He's been swinging at a pretty high clip so far. That's going to be killed double digits, I believe, number 10 for him. If not, a little bit more. Ended set number 2 with 9 kills, so.
And there's number 15. Literally shooting themselves in the foot.
Yep. Well, if you want to take a guess as to what their next practice will look like.
2 hours of jump float serve practice.
Have they gotten a single ace?
Negative.
No. Wow. Good pass. Belvin hammers that one. Right now, the right side is doing everything it can to keep the Blaze into this one. Nicholas Dennis going to replace Roeder. '22, Blaze still very much in this if they started right now. 3-point deficit, though. This is an important point. There it is. Liz Dennis tags that one out of system. Beatty rolls it over the top. Liz Dennis picks it up. Set to the outside. Easy dig. Back set to Beak. Rolls over the top, dug by Belvin. Bugs to Aponte, and Aponte gets it. That's exactly what Nicholas Dennis can do off the bench. Great serve, gets him out of system, comes through and saves the point with a nice diving up.
Something that LA Blaze needs is that spark, right, to light the fire. And his name is Nicholas Dennis right now.
Unfortunately, joins in the missed serve party.
That was not the toss he needed for that serve. Put himself in a tough position right out of the gates there with that one-handed spin toss for that jump serve. Matadors now just 2 points away from a 3-game sweep here.
Yeah, I don't think any of us saw that coming. You and I felt pretty good about the Matadors win for the reasons this kind of went how I expected, but I thought there was going to be a set one in there for the Blaze, to be honest. And a missed swing from Aponte feels like a bucket of water on the ash. Yep. Timeout called. This one feels like it is all but over, Matt.
Certainly very tense moments now in the huddle for LA Blaze. Calling a timeout at 24-21, meaning they need a bit of magic here. Down by 3. Match point out of this timeout will come for the Matadors, plus 2 more if LA Blaze is able to side out.
Rocket of a float serve. Set goes back to Belvin. Out of system, Blaze hopes to keep it alive. Beatty with a great pass.
Could be it. Oh, but reach out and stuff somebody. Charles Belvin with the stuff down.
Didn't miss a beat. Ira Thor here, and Ira Thor may not be here in person, but he's here in
I've
spirit.
been waiting all match to do that. I had to channel my inner Ira for at least one time this season. I won't do it again, Ira, I promise. That was a nice block and exactly what the Blaze needed.
And there it is. Losandro cuts it back. In a net to
Net
end
violation called on Damani Lenore.
All right, they're going to go ahead and challenge. There is a net touch called on the cutback swing there. I saw the ball through the net, but it doesn't mean that there was not also a net violation. So.
Right. I didn't actually see the net violation there. It was kind of had some people in my way. So we'll see what the challenge shows. Their original call was a net on Damani Lenore on the block.
I think he might be clean. The net was bouncing from the ball. It's hard to tell. Nope, that is confirmed. And that is match.
That's a bit of an unfortunate way for LA Blaze to lose this match, especially on a net violation there for match point. Got to give credit to the Matadors, Nick. They came out, they took care of business, and put pressure on them from the get-go. And really, you know, the Blaze can be upset as much as they want to lose the match on a net violation. They missed 16 serves in that in a 3-game match. That's unexcusable volleyball errors right there.
I mean, you're approaching giving away a full set. That's just ridiculous. So, yeah, I get it if the call didn't go their way and they don't like it. But like you said, it's just control what you can control. And if it's a bad call, super unfortunate timing. You never want to see that happen. But, man, they did nothing to help themselves out.
No, they really did not. And it was just, you know, too little too late there to try to scramble. And then something like that where a blocker and then the net That's what the referee is for, plus the challenge system. Confirmed it. So you just got to play better.
Yeah. But, on the side of the Matadors, 2-0 weekend. I mean, as a team that was struggling coming in, and we were having the conversation at the end of event number 3, is this the end of the Matadors? Do they have a season? And all of a sudden, they're finding themselves 3-5, and they are very much alive.
They responded. They played really well.
Yeah, well, so we're going to go ahead and take, checking the stats here. We're seeing a very impressive performance from one of the newcomers this weekend. Noah Lissandro made a bit of a name for himself yesterday.
Yep.
Coming in, had a stellar performance, and coming in here today. So if you want to go grab him.
I'm going to go jump off and go grab him, yeah.
And we'll go from there. But as we continue, that was, Matt and I made that prediction. We estimated that it was going to be a win for the Matadors. I don't think that we foresaw that being as clean of a win as it really was. At the end of the day, the way it came down was certainly something I expected, though, in the sense that I think Matadors has really evened themselves out in terms of a bit of their emotional stability. Eric Beatty really becoming the heart and soul of this Inland Empire Matadors squad. But great contributions. Ben Gabor, Noah Lissandro in the middle doing a fantastic job. Also noteworthy, the passing. Jordan Wally getting 23 serves against him at a 78% clip. That is one of the best passing clips we've seen all weekend long. Eric Beatty on 15 attempts passing at an 80% clip. And that's going to be, in terms of middle production, it looks like that's going to be 5 kills on 10 attempts with 5 terminal blocks for Noah Lissandro. We're getting all set up, so we'll hear from them in just a second. But that's going to be, once again, a 3-5 overall record for the Inland Empire Matadors. And we're going to go ahead and get it set up. Throw it over here in just a minute. Sit tight. What that means for the LA Blaze as they take that loss is that while they're still well ahead, the road ahead is something that if they get one more win, they'll lock in their end of the season bid, but they need to get that done. But now I'm going to throw it over to the sideline. Matt, Noah, take it away.
All right, Nick, thanks. I'm here with Noah Lissandro, MVP of the match. Noah, congratulations on that win. How's it feel?
It feels great. 2-0 on the weekend. That's all you can really ask for, right?
That is all you can ask for, 2-0. I mean, that's a good winning clip. So this is your first event with the team. Getting used to the new players, your new team dynamics, how's that been for you so far?
The guys are awesome. They're super welcoming. They're super welcoming to me. I came on and I just, came to do my job, and they came to do theirs, and we just made it click. Hella communication out on the court. It's just all good. Yeah.
So you had 5 blocks in that match, and going up against Damani Lenore from LA Blaze, a lot of the other middle blockers in the league have had a hard time blocking against him. He's one of the most dynamic attacking middle blockers. How were you able to slow him down tonight?
Just watch I don't know. I can't really explain it. I could smell it in the air when he was about to get set, and you just put my hands up, hope I got a block.
You're how tall?
7 feet tall.
And your wingspan is?
Like 7'3", 7'4".
So maybe that might have had something to do with it?
That might help a little bit.
Well, congratulations on the win. Congratulations the MVP. Noah Lissandro from Inland Empire Matadors, your match MVP. Back to you, Nick.
Well, there it is, a tall man doing very tall things to wrap it up here. That is a 0-2 weekend for the LA Blaze, sitting now at 3-5, if I'm not mistaken. Same thing for the Matadors. Both of these teams, some very different stories heading into the weekend, but definitely great to see the Matadors trending upwards, because on their side of the bracket in the American conferences, they have a very good chance of making it out with that record. Meanwhile, given the current standings with Chicago and Seattle Sasquatch still looking both at just 1 win apiece, LA Blaze is not losing any sights for their end of season bid. So one more win there does in fact guarantee them a trip to that event number 6. And with that, that will be the conclusion of our 12th and final match this weekend. And that means that we're going to be back in 3 weeks for event number 5, the last final regular season event. 12 more matches then, and then the final 8-match event in event number 6, the first weekend of August. So on behalf of myself, Matt Prosser, sideline reporter Noah Chast, Ira Thor, both on the way to the airport, everybody here at the NVA, all 12 teams, the broadcast team, and the Pierce Sports Center. Thank you so much for tuning in all weekend long. Be sure to follow us on NVA USA at Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube, as well as check out NVAUSA.com, NVAUSA.shop for your favorite team gear, and be a fan of the league. Plenty of content coming out every single day. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you all soon.